What is going on, guys? It's Blackwing 2040, and welcome to another live read, you guys. I'm so happy for you all to be here, and sorry for the slight delay with things. I was, taking care of some stuff. But anyway, today we are doing a live read. Oops, sorry about that. We are going to be doing a live read of one of the best and one of my favorite Batman storylines of all time, Batman Hush. The story was written by Jeph Loeb and art done by the super cool, super awesome, and incredibly talented Jim Lee. And I definitely recommend this book for any Batman fans. For any person who's interested in Batman or need just a pick um somewhere to start with this. All right? Start with this story. And it's really good. So anyway, just want to shout out some people to thank for being here. Your grandson Dark Knight, thank you for being here. I got my mod Lego Ghost Rider holding it down here in the chat room. Thank you guys so much. Titus, thank you so much for being here, guys. It's so awesome to be doing this. And also, before I begin, I also have a Discord now, guys, where Discord is pretty much a community for gamers, but it could be done for anything. You guys could. I'm gonna leave the link to this Discord in the description below, and you'll be able to check it out. Come there, hang out, chat with other people, and you'll be notified on upcoming videos. And plus, I have chat rooms where you could talk about nostalgic stuff like old school video games, TV shows, movies, classic movies, or I also have like a versus chat room where you guys could, talk about who would win a fight between yada yada, this person and that person. It could be anything, guys. We're all geeks, we gotta stick together. All right. So anyway, I digress. Let's get this started. Yes, basically Skype, but better. Correct, Dawnbreaker. All right, guys, are you ready? Here we go. So, and also, this is a 12 issue story, so I'm not gonna be able to read the whole thing because if I do, I'll be here all day. So, this is gonna be a three-parter. So, read 12 issues, 4 stories, and we'll be only rereading issues. What issues does it collect? Oh, it doesn't say. But anyway, you guys know how it is. Anyway, let's begin. My name is Alfred Pennyworth. I've been in the employ of the Wayne family nearly all of my adult life. I have told this story to no one until now. Dr. Thomas and Martha Wayne were good people. Many considered them the first family of Gotham City. If they had one indulgence, it would be for their son, Master Bruce, something I've come to understand and emulate. I cannot imagine the young Bruce might have become had his childhood not been ripped from him at gunpoint. Suddenly, orphaned and alone, a chilling event took place. There would be no grieving for this child. No time would be lost wishing he could change these events. There would only be the promise. That very night, on the street stained with his mother and father's blood, he would make a vow to rid the city of the evil that had taken their lives. It was, at best, a fool's errand, or so I told myself. Using his family's wealth, Master Bruce sought out the world's greatest minds in criminology, martial arts, and the craft of detecting. He knew that criminals are, by nature, a cowardly and superstitious lot. In turn, he donned a cape and cowl and became a creature of the night, preying on those who broke the law. They now call him the Batman. But I will always see him as that little boy, lost, struggling to find a way to make up for not being able to save his parents' lives. And I can only offer him something I fear he sorely lacks: love. And so we begin with Hush, Part 1. Gotham City Shipyard, almost midnight. I have 1 minute and 30 seconds left after that. No time to pick the lock. The acid is faster, but unpredictable. Had to risk it. If I don't find the hostage before he gets back, the FBI and DEO cut the power. That will either make my job harder or easier. I'll know in the next few seconds. This is NN. I got movement down here. Nails Nathan, former CIA op, right-handed. The poison and tips will paralyze his hand arm, then go to work on his head. Tommy Harper, gunrunner for the IRA, had a metal plate in his skull making him susceptible to vertigo when hit in the correct spot with anything magnetic. Carlos Valdez, Chilean mercenary, likes to fight in close since his size makes him slow. Mayor Hancock, Gotham City muscle, broke 2 of his ribs 3 nights ago. They won't heal anytime soon. Like, the Discord announcement didn't get a notification for this stream. Okay, Dawnbreaker, Lego Ghost Rider, if you mind, you post the link to the stream into the Discord. That way, everyone will know I'm live. So, we'll figure it out when we're done. Anyway, I have to make it clear to Hancock that I do not have time for a long discussion. Where is the boy? I swear, I don't know. You're lying. No, no! Fear is an excellent motivator. Someone spent a lot of money assembling this crew. Stay down on the floor and cover your ears. But as Bruce Wayne will attest, you have spent money to make money. And here we are, guys. The man himself, the man of the hour, the Batman. And welcome to Chapter 1 of Hush, the Ransom. I'm going to get you out of here. You're Batman? Yes. 37 seconds left. The boy's trembling, not that much than I was when. He's probably just as terrified of me as he is what's happening. It makes me think about Clark and how he handled the situation. Not just the bending steel and flying out. Clark could smile, the Boy Scout thing, and then say something homespun to put the boy at ease. But the boy doesn't have Clark. He has me. In my city. Gotham City. It is better that way. His arms are bigger than Hulk's. It sort of does, but that's just the way Jim Lee draws Batman. And Jim Lee's drawings are pretty much he's one of my all-time favorite comic book artists in the world. Look out! And who decides to show up, the first villain in the story? Killer Croc. None of this was the boy's fault. He didn't actually be born Edward Lamont IV, heir to the Lamont chemical fortune. Lamont Chemical being the LexCorp acquisition that created RC-60, a defilade that makes napalm look like lipstick. Edward was walking home from school 2 days ago when a large man in a raincoat snatched him off the streets and vanished. That large man was Killer Croc. You shouldn't have come here. This doesn't involve you. The vanishing act involved the Gotham City sewer system. Within 6 hours, a demand for $10 million was made. The Lamont family, the mayor, the GCPD, and even the FBI all wanted to pay the ransom to get the boy back. Everyone but me. While Croc sent them on a wild goose chase, he picked up the money and I went after the hostage. I need that money! I thought I had 2 minutes before Croc could get back and find the boy was missing. I was off by 11 seconds. I'm going to eat you alive. This was planned, timed, well executed. The real question is, why? Kidnapping was never Croc's MO. Too many variables, too many things that could go wrong. Bottom line, he's not that smart. Someone else had a hand in this. So Batman is beating the snot out of Croc while, of course, he's speaking to himself in the head, in his head. This is pretty much the part where you hear me just reading that. This is talking from the character's point of view. That's just a fun fact for comic books for you guys. If anytime you don't see like the speech bubble near the character's mouth, you just see like a little square or something that has word, that's the character talking from their point of view of the story. So let's continue. Your bones will snap. Your blood will fill my belly. More than just his MO has changed his body. Maybe his mind has mutated. As if he were more savage than human. That doesn't mean I'm going to let him beat the pulp out of me. What Croc has in strength and speed, he lacks in other areas. And a vulnerability to hypersonics. 10,000 bumblebees at 1,000 decibels. He was willing to kill me and the boy for certain. What did he need the money for? Yeah! Edward, be quiet. I was never a Boy Scout. FBI, stay where you are! Not how we would have handled it. This is my city. Easy, son. We're gonna take you home now. But I want to stay with Batman. Let me finish. Let me finish. But you got results. The boy is safe, and the money. Where the hell is the money? During the fight, someone else took it. That's impossible. No one could have gotten through our perimeter. I did. Oh, what's up, Elite? Where's he going now? And she could have easily. She? And when he means he's what Batman meant by she, he's meaning that none other than the femme fatale, Selena Kyle, Catwoman. Meow. What took you so long? This is unexpected. You're back in Gotham City, and you're as observant as ever. Jewels, museum pieces, private homes, but ripping off someone else take just isn't her style. I've known Catwoman, Selena Kyle, for years. It seems like each step we take toward each other, we only get further apart. Lego Vlad Studios, thank you for being here. Like the view? It's about the only thing you're going to catch tonight. Don't be so sure. Of late she had been trying to make a go of it on the right side of the law. For her to come out here on my ground. There's something wrong about all this. As Batman is trying to swing and catch Catwoman, his line snaps from his grapple. The bat rope. Someone cut the line. You were saying, Batman? One chance. So Batman falls, grabs onto a gargoyle, and then the gargoyle breaks and he crashes into an alley. Ugh! First my body betrays me, then my suit follows. Then my city follows suit. We have both grown too old together. Well, 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 look what fell into hell. The Gotham City Tower apartments. So finally Catwoman escapes Batman's view and lands onto a tower apartment, and she rendezvous with the money to a familiar face. Any problems? Batman. And he couldn't keep up. You sound disappointed. Wouldn't that matter? Not really. As long as you had the money. How would you say it? Perfect. Now, bring me the money. That's it. You know you can't resist me. No man or no woman can resist Poison Ivy. So that's two villains. Well, three villains. Well, I wouldn't count Catwoman as a villain. She's in between. She's anti. But first Killer Croc, and now we enter into Poison Ivy. So that's the end of part one. It kind of felt quick. How I may need a time check. How long did that take me? Because that that really went by so fast. But anyway, let's take a quick short break. We'll like a 5 minute. Take five, guys. Take a 5 minute break. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Let me just bookmark this page. Whew. Of course, you know when you're doing voiceover work, even though I'm not a professional, you always gotta have a bottle of water. Refreshing. Definitely needed that. 15 minutes? But then again, if it was 15 minutes, all right. Chapter 1 took 2.5 minutes. If it's that short, then maybe we could actually do 6 issues instead of 4. That way you could actually just make it 2 parts. Interesting. I never thought of that. Because I want to get this done estimately 2 hours. 2.5 hours the latest, but 2 hours minimum. But if that's gonna be the case, then maybe we could actually do 6 issues, guys. That's wow, that's really neat. Interesting. But anyway, does anybody have any? Uh, I'm not gonna share my age, guys. And thank you for understanding that, though. Thank you. I appreciate that for understanding my privacy. Uh, so any more questions? Because we're just going on break for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. Who is your favorite Batman villain except Joker? Ooh, okay. So my top three favorite Batman villains: Joker, of course, at number one. Mr. Freeze for number two, and Two-Face for number three. Those are my top three favorite Batman villains. And if you want to see who my favorite Batman villains are, I did a top 10 video, my top 10 favorite Batman villains. You guys could check that out. And it's in the top 10 playlist. Of course, you can find it. It's not that hard. You can't miss it. It's awesome, and I feel like I love Batman a lot, but I feel like he's too out there. It's just that okay. Ignore that box, guys. That's just a box where it's just to hold just some paperwork that I need to keep. So ignore that Pringles box in the background. It's invisible. It's invisible in the words of K-Wife. Better yet, I'll just keep it out of sight. That way we'll just focus on this. And there's no Pringles in that box. Which Robin do you feel should take up the mantle of Batman? I mean, Dick Grayson already took up the mantle of Batman before, so if if anyone could ever handle the role of Batman, of course I say we'll go to Dick for sure, because Dick can handle his own. Favorite Robin? Tim Drake. No one better than Tim Drake. Tim Drake is the best Robin ever. Dick Grayson is only better as Nightwing. Welcome, Three Bros in Action. Welcome. But yeah, Tim Drake is my all-time favorite Robin. He's been my favorite since the animated series. And here's the reasons why I love Tim. One, his detective skills are equally matched to Batman. Two, combat. He's equally matched with Nightwing. But we all know Tim can't really hold his own against Damian. Least favorite Robin? Damian. Least favorite. Damian is my least favorite. I can put up with Damian for now because I actually like what they're doing in Rebirth. It's just when Damian first came in on the scene in comic books, I was like, who is this brat? Like I can't stand him. And what ticked me off with Damian was in the Batman and Son storyline where Damian was introduced to Tim. Damian was beating the snot out of Drake on purpose. And then Batman shows up and he's ticked off at Damian for beating the snot out of Tim. I'm like, dude, what are you beating him up for? Like, leave him alone. He's just trying to be friendly. Damian, he's just such a little brat. I can't stand him. But in Rebirth, I actually liked how he's toned off from being less brat wonder and more of a Robin. Because after he died, I was wondering how is Batman going to go on without Robin. Yes, regard Dick, Jason, and Tim are still alive, but Damian is his blood son, like his actual son. But yeah, and also another reason why I love Tim so much, Tim and Bruce's relationship is pretty much on par with Bruce and Dick, even though Dick was the first Robin. But Bruce and Tim's relationship were like this. And here's the reason why. Tim was Robin while his parents were still alive. His mother got killed, and his father got killed by Captain Boomerang. I forgot how his mother died for some reason. I really forgot. And plus, his father found out that he was Robin. That's even crazier. And plus, Tim Drake had his own comic book series as well as Nightwing, but Tim had the most successful comic book runs in history. And this is just a sidekick comic book. That it just goes to show you that Tim Drake, he's one of the best of the best. But anyway, let's continue the story. Break time's over. Let's enter the hush. The hush. Let's enter hush part two. I can't respond. Can you hear me? Oracle is in my head on the secure line and I can't respond. Okay, people, we got a situation. You think he's dead? I saw him fall out of the sky like one of them pigeons with a busted wing. I hear he ain't even human. What do you mean ain't human? He's bleeding. How do you know that's human blood? The blackbird is down. I repeat, the blackbird is down. I got a way to tell if he's human or not. I managed to press the alarm signal on the utility belt to alert her. If only I could tell her, Barbara, it's crime out. He's in the north end. Anybody in the area? Let's take off the mask. His and note to all criminals: never ever try to take off Batman's mask, because if you do, you will be gassed. Do not do it. Did you see that? Did you see that? He didn't even touch him. That's it. I'm gonna bust him up. I can't see. And how stupid can goons be? First off, he tried to take off the mask. Second of all, you hit the bat suit with a metal, I would say it's a crowbar, but a metal pipe, and then you get electrocuted. This is H. I'm in the area. Get out of the way. There's only one way to deal with a freak like this. Okay, is there anyone else in the area? I bet you guys don't know who H is, but better yet, tell me, guys, who do you think H is in the chat room? Who do you think H is? Just take a guess. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Batgirl. Oh, you're just trying to tick me off. Tell everyone that I did this to you. Witch, come on our turf, die on our turf. After all we've been through, she still fights for my life. Ah, damn you, not going down. Not in front of you. Gonna take the pole of yours and break you. No. So much rage. Not sure I ever saw it before. Wait, oops, sorry, I think I skipped the line. Oh my gosh, I skipped the page. There we go. She's better than she knows. H equal. No, it is not Harry Potter. It was not Harry Potter. I'll just show you guys. It's H, meaning the Huntress is on the scene. So that's another Bat ally in the story arc. But anyway, let's continue the story. I'll take that back now, but waste too much energy proving. Now, bring it on. And as you can see, Huntress is being the snot out of these goons. And for those who don't know, Huntress is pretty much a brutal fighter. You don't want to get in a fight with Huntress, because if you do, oh, she will knock you down. Oh, we're clear, but I'm not sure if he can move. So much like I was when I started out. Where the hell did you come from? H, I've set the car in auto relay. It should be there any minute. No kidding. Car door. Hey, oh, he's hurt pretty bad. Get him in the car. He feels all broken. Is there anything else I can do? H, I'm sure when he can, he'll want to thank you himself. This is me holding my breath. And as Huntress leaves on her motorcycle, a shadowy figure is standing on the rooftops and quotes this: "Without friends, no one would choose to live, though he had all others good." Later on, we're with Poison Ivy again. Can we get some light in here? Plants like the light. Is that my half? Yes. And Catwoman? Not a problem. Batman, however, will... Hello? And now we're back in the Batcave where Alfred is performing his amazing surgery skills. Somehow I'm back in the Batcave. I can hear Alfred. The bandages are cold, and Bruce is hurt real bad. I'm afraid, Master Bruce, that if you can hear me, there's far too much damage for my particular skills. Your skull is fractured, and Alfred, I contact Shonda Kinsolving. Her experience with mending Bruce's back may prove beneficial. Begging your pardon, miss, but I believe Dr. Kinsolving is not quite right in the head. She got better. Right. Very good. Then we'll have to make the necessary arrangements to explain Master Bruce's condition. I can have Dick wreck the Porsche. Rest is up to you. Actually, no. What do you mean? It is, as always, his fight to win. Hold on, I'm getting some sort of involuntary nerve response from his left hand. So Bruce is pretty much tapping his hand using Morse code. Or perhaps not involuntary. Alfred, is that Morse code? Yes, yes, I believe it is. Thomas? Oh dear, he's delirious. Recollecting his own father. No, I'm mistaken. Thomas Elliot. Yes, good show, sir. Splendid idea. Alfred, who is Thomas Elliot? Someone whose name I have not heard in a very long time. Alfred, if I could smile. And now we go to the Gotham City news. Wayne was rushed to Gotham City Hospital, where ironically his own father held residency. It is unknown at this time if the millionaire was wearing a seatbelt or what, if any, his blood alcohol count was. Dr. Thomas Elliot, the renowned surgeon, is being flown from Philadelphia. Must be nice to have friends in high places. And we're dealing with Bruce Wayne. Few come higher. In the fog of anesthesia, I remember particularly Halloween. My father had promised to take me trick-or-treating and, as usual, was held up at the hospital. In a related story, shares of Wayne Tech stumbled today in reaction to the accident. His pulse is dropping. Does anyone know where Dr. Elliot is? My mother, always well-meaning, suggested I call a classmate and go out with one of them. Instead, angry, I told her I had no friends at school. Why does everyone look so serious? This is just brain surgery, folks. I'll have us back on the golf course before lunch. So this is Thomas Elliot. Oops. This is Thomas Elliot, guys. And of course, you all know who his secret identity really is. Bruce, if you wanted to get together after all this time, you didn't have to try to kill yourself to do it. I lied to my mother. There was always Tommy Elliot. And here's a flashback of when Bruce and Thomas were kids. You sure you want to do that? I know what you're doing, Tommy. You want to make me second guess my move. Actually, I'm offering to save your life. Just try and kill me. Bruce, you're already dead. How can you tell? You haven't even moved yet. It won't happen on the next move. It is 6 moves from now. You forgot your most important piece, Bruce. I got my general guarded. Not general, your spy. You always do this, Bruce. You always attack without knowing your opponent's weaknesses. As long as you can't think like me, you'll never beat me. But I can't always think like you. Ah, you got me! Come on, let's play this again. Don't you think it's wonderful how they never really argue? It's like they're brothers. All the brothers I know argue all the time, Martha. You know what I mean, Thomas. Actually, this is one of those few times that I do. Barring some sort of unforeseen disaster, I think our son has finally found a best friend. The kind you know your entire life. Doctor, I think you can handle it from here. Why don't you close? Well, I don't know if Mr. Wayne will ever play the violin again, but I think it's safe to say that Wayne is out of danger. So Tommy Elliott's surgery skills. Oh my gosh, the glare. There we go. Tommy Elliott's surgery skills has been proven successful. We make war. I barely survived the fall. Had it not been for Tommy, had it not been for Alfred, for Huntress, or for Oracle, had it not been that someone cut the bat rope, that we may live in peace. And that's the end of part 2. That's funny. It didn't even say that. Did I even read the title of this chat of part 2? That's crazy. Was it even labeled anywhere? But anyway, guys, we're gonna take another break. We'll take another 5-minute break. So what was part 2 called? Oh yes, this was called Chapter 2, The Friend. And can we just take a look at the splash page? This splash page of Huntress on how cool this looks. How cool does this look? Jim Lee's art is just so gorgeous. It's so stunning. I love it. But anyway, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. And anybody got any questions? Oh man. Well, also, how you guys from? I do have a question for you guys. How you guys enjoying the stream so far? What's your favorite bat? Oh man, there's so many out there that I love so much, and so many iconic stories. I mean, of course, you have this, Under the Red Hood, Batman and Son, um, Death in the Family, Death of the Family, Court of Owls, Battle of the Cowl. You have so many iconic story arcs out there. I really don't know. I really don't know what is Spider-Man 3 editor's cut any good? There hasn't been an editor's cut of Spider-Man 3, and I don't think there ever will be. But uh I don't know. I think my favorite story arc would have to be Face the Face. Face the Face is a 1 year later story arc, takes place after Infinite Crisis, where Batman, Nightwing, and Robin, they leave for 1 year. They go out for 1 year to rediscover themselves and rediscover who Batman is, who they really are, and then Batman comes back with with to protect Gotham, and of course Tim comes back with the traditional red and black suit. But the only reason why I love that suit because one, red and black look awesome, and two, the suit is pretty much honoring Superboy because Tim said when he was when he first put that suit on, someone asked him like, "Why are you wearing red and black? Why those colors?" Because they were Connor's colors. And that's what I love about Tim so much. His bromance with Superboy and Bart Allen. Their friendship, it's strong. I love strong bonds. And mostly the bromance between Connor and Tim because they're pretty much a teenage Batman and Robin. I mean, not Batman, Superman and Batman. And the same thing goes with John and Damian. They're like the kitty version. But yeah. If Tim Drake were introduced into the DCEU, who would you want to play him? I'm not really good. I don't know a young actor who would be cool. You know what? I would like to see Leo Howard from Kicking It play Tim Drake. He's a good martial artist. And whatchamacallit, the guy from Super Ninjas, he did a video pretty much I would call it like a video audition saying that he wants to be Robin. He's a perfect choice for Robin. I mean for Tim Drake. But man, those two are the only people that come to mind, but I don't have any other choices. Um, I don't know any other any young actor who I think could play Robin. It was on the Spider-Man Legacy Edition. Really? I didn't even know that. Well, I don't have collected editions of stuff, as you may notice. But eh. But any other questions, guys? And also, how much time did that take me on the second chapter? Because if these are that short, um, if it was that short, then we could actually do 6 issues. Anyway, could the Legion of Superheroes? Yes, of course, the Legion of Superheroes is going to be a retro throwback. Yes, that's one of the most underrated superhero shows ever in DC. And no one talks about the Legion of Superheroes. The Legion of Superheroes is one of the most underrated superhero teams ever. You don't really hear about anything. Of course, you hear about the Justice League, the Justice Society, the Teen Titans, the Suicide Squad, the Outsiders. The Outsiders are there, but they're kind of underrated too. But the Legion of Superheroes, they are seriously one of the most underrated people ever. You've been streaming for 24 minutes. And that was just the second part. We could actually do six issue, guys. So okay, so maybe this could actually be a two-part. But perfect. Excellent. But anyway, let's continue on to part 3. All right. So we open up with Batman in an interrogation room with Killer Croc. His name is Killer Croc. Go to hell. He's being held here in Arkham Asylum for observation. What did you want to tell 10 million for? Something has happened to him. He is mutating, losing even more of his humanity. Let me out, and I'll show you. We're done. Don't turn your back on me. Soon, whatever knowledge he has of the crime will be lost within the corridors of his mind. Someone planned the kidnapping of a little boy for this monster. Croc would never have done it on his own. Too many variables to go wrong. I'm talking to you. That money was mine. The ransom was all paid, all $10 million. He's becoming agitated. I would douse him if I were you. Love to, Batman. There was no doubt in my mind that Croc would have killed the boy even though he had the money. That was more his style, which is why I got there first. I rescued the boy, but someone else at the scene snatched the money from Croc. Batman! Croc! Step away from the glass! And of course, stupid Killer Croc just breaks through the glass like a brute he is. He's loose! I'll kill all of you. I need to know who orchestrated the kidnapping. No, you won't hurt anyone else. Taught my enemy new methods. Too slow. And what happened to the money? So this is Hey JVS, what's up, bro? Guys, this is my friend JVS, also known as SCL0320. I recommend that you guys go to his channel, subscribe to him. He's a fellow friend of mine. I'm proud to call him friend. He recently just got married. He's a fellow comic book fan just like I am, and he does reactions, he does live discussions, he does comic book reviews as well. He does reactions to our favorite TV shows, reviews for our favorite movies, and he all does it with his best friend Joe Johnson 0330 and his lovely wife Alicia. I recommend that you guys subscribe to JBS. Check this guy out. He is an awesome dude, awesome friend. I'm proud to call him friend. Thank you, JVS, thank you for showing up here, man. I didn't expect you to be. I mean, I did expect you to be here, but I didn't know you were gonna show up. But man, thank you so much for being here, man. But anyway, let's continue, guys. Get back, or I'll gut him. I'm getting out of here. Get my money back. All units, get some help down here. Go ahead. Follow me. I haven't eaten since lunch. And who shows up in the shadows in the background than none other than Amanda Waller, head honcho of the Suicide Squad. I don't like this, and I don't like you. No one seriously injured the guards will get double hazard pay, and Croc has escaped. So far, so good. Glad I'm finally able to get to see one of your. Yeah, it's about time, dude. I'm wondering, I'm like, JVS hasn't been able to see one of my readings yet, so I'm like, he has to make it to this one. Thank you so much for being here, bro. I totally appreciate it. That's all right. I'm not here to be like. I don't need to remind you that the father of the boy that Beast kidnapped is a personal friend of the president. Amanda Waller heads up President Luthor's Office of Metahuman Affairs. I have history with Waller. None of it is pleasant. That's all right. I'm not here to be like either. Dealing with anything remotely connected to Luthor makes my skin crawl. But Croc was about to be transferred out of my city. You mean he's a major contributor to Luthor's campaign party? You've got until midnight. Then Croc is ours. Master Bruce. Go ahead, Alfred. A car just pulled up to the house. Are we expecting company? No. Philadelphia license plate HMX19. I can't make out the last number in this storm. I have until midnight. Wayne Manor, what was once my father's house, is now mine. Doing pretty good. Starting to prepare for AwesomeCon and taking my lunch. Then it's back to work before the con. Awesome! I hope you enjoy yourself at AwesomeCon, man, because of course, Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger, is going to be there. And Kel Mitchell from All That and Good Burger is going to be there. Dude, you have to meet Kel Mitchell. You had to. And if you are going and if Alicia is going with you, take pictures. I want to see the whole thing because I know AwesomeCon is pretty dope. Oracle, I'm here. Even off a partial plate, Philadelphia DMV shows the owner to be Dr. Thomas Elliot. I wish I Awesome Con is actually in Washington DC, guys. It is here on the East Coast, but of course it's not in New York. But New York Comic Con is gonna be lit this year, guys, because I'll explain to you guys at the end of the stream why I'm so excited for New York Comic Con this year. Well, that's unexpected. You sure I can entice you to come home, sir? After all, Dr. Elliot only saved your life. I would if I could, Alfred. I believe that's I could if I would, in your case, sir. Just make the usual excuse, please. Consider it done, sir. Good evening, Tommy. Hello, Alf. I apologize, sir, for the informality. You are Dr. Thomas Elliot these days, aren't you? No need to apologize, Alf. I'm delighted that despite a few years and a few pounds, and you still recognize me. Well, sir, I had the advantage of seeing Master Bruce put on those same few years and few pounds, as you put it. I had forgotten your delightful penchant for calling me Alf. Oddly enough. Yes, sir. I saw your Instagram post, and I'm gonna try to meet Edgar Wright again too. Awesome, awesome. That's dope, man. That's seriously dope. Glad to see you kept that dry sense of humor. Speaking of dry, aren't you going to invite me in? I like to check up on my patient. Of course, only Master Bruce isn't at home right now. Nothing serious, I hope. Quite the opposite, I'm afraid. Going off in search of a lady, I believe he said. Oh, Alf, as his surgeon and an old friend, tell him something for me. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous game he's playing, sir. This going out about when he should be in bed alone, dangerous. I will tell him, Tommy. And we go back to another flashback of with Bruce and Tommy as kids. Master Elliot, what brings you out here at this hour? Alf, can I talk to Bruce? What are you doing out there in the rain, you knucklehead? There's been an accident. My mom and dad, their car, Gotham City Hospital. My father was head of trauma surgery back then. Hospitals are awful places at night, especially for children. My dad is in there, Tommy. Nothing bad is going to happen. I tried to warn Mr. Elliot. Night like this, the roads get slippery. I should have been driving them, but he insisted on going out alone with the missus. You mustn't blame yourself, Clarence. Accidents will happen. And given the situation, they could not be in better hands. You swear? Stick a needle in my eye. Thanks, Bruce. Tommy, come here, son. Your mom is going to be just fine. See, I told you. And my dad? I'm sorry. I did everything in my power. No, he's not gone. I'm going there to see him. Tommy, my dad said he did everything. Liar! You promised! You swore! Ow! What'd you do that for? Bruce, be quiet. Why'd you have to tell me it was going to be okay, Bruce? Why? Almost midnight. Croc has been on the move all night, using the sewers to crisscross the city. A homing device the size of a hatpin was jammed between his fists, between fifth and sixth vertebrae, on the night he was taken to Arkham. Oracle has been tracking his signal. Has it occurred to you that he's leading you on a wild goose chase or crocodile chase? He wants that money, Oracle. He will either lead us to it or to the person who arranged this entire. And someone just shoots a tire at the Batmobile. Batman? And crashes it. Batman, I'm not getting. Can you hear me? Answer me, damn it, Oracle. Are you all right? What the hell is going on out there? Oracle, whatever you do not lose the homing signal on Croc. You didn't answer my question. Just don't lose that signal. The Batmobile outfitted with Kevlar reinforced tires filled with petroleum jelly. It is the sort of tire they use in presidential arcade or an armored car. A blowout is next to impossible. Someone went a lot of trouble to get me to lose track of Croc. Hello, Kitty. They are going to be disappointed. And so Catwoman crosses paths with Killer Croc, and it's not going to be pretty for her. I want my money. You and me both. It was Poison Ivy. Wrong answer. Ivy got word to me in Arkham. Said I'd find you here tonight. We've been set up. Ivy was supposed to meet me here. She used me to steal the money. I don't have it. Then there's no reason not to kill you. I've heard enough. No! I told you earlier this evening, you won't hurt anyone else. Catwoman, move! It was Catwoman who took the money from Croc at the ransom drop. I was disappointed to find out Selena was stealing again, and I'm not oddly relieved to learn she was not entirely responsible for her actions. To know she is not part of this. It's after midnight. You have to understand. The only way out of this is to talk to me. Someone is playing us. You, me, Catwoman, maybe even Ivy. You have to trust me, Croc. Look at me! Look at what I've become! That money was to fix! Killer Croc, this is the FBI. Stay where you are and put your hands in the air. Idiots. Liar! I knew I couldn't trust you. I'll kill you for this. Croc, we can still... Damn it. I'll kill you all. Lighthouse, this is cruise ship 1. Package is being wrapped. Ready for delivery. So the FBI take Killer Croc because it was after midnight. Batman delayed to capture Killer Croc, so Waller took measures into her own hands. Anyway, we see the shadowy figure on the rooftops yet again. All men by nature desire knowledge. And Batman looks over to see what he heard something, but it was gone. I spend the next 6 nights looking for any clues to further my investigation. Wherever there's stashed Croc, I can't find him. For now. I keep thinking about the look in his eye just before they took him. How the monster had overcome him. Batman, I found Poison Ivy. My sources tell me she's relocated. She's in Metropolis. I want in on this. Listen, you saved my life. Through the years, you've done that more than once. I don't think I've ever properly thanked you. Don't. We've done this dance for a long time. Too long. Aren't you at all curious? And guys, this is the image that we're talking about. If you all want to know where you've seen this image, tell them you've seen this in the Batman Hush storyline, because this image right here is so iconic. You look up an image, you just type in Batman and Catwoman on Google, this is the image that's going to pop up. But anyway, criminals by nature are cowardly and superstitious a lot. To instill fear into their hearts, I become a bat, a monster in the night. And in doing so, have I become the very thing that all monsters become? Alone? And that's the end of chapter 3. We're making good progress, guys. I'm surprised how fast I'm going through this book. This is incredible. But whew, sometimes when I do deep voices, it put a lot of strains on my throat. I need to stop doing that so much. Cause Killer Croc, he's a big dude and he has a grungy voice. And the best Killer Croc impression I can do was done by Steve Bloom, who voiced Killer Croc in the Arkham series. Except Arkham Origins, that voice of Killer Croc was done by Kari Payton, the voice of Cyborg. But whew, that's the end of part 3, guys. So anybody have any questions? Thank you very much, bro. You're reading like I am. Yeah, apparently I am reading like the Flash, but I didn't think I would get through. I didn't think I would get through 3 parts in an hour. I really didn't expect that. But wow. So does anybody have any questions? Any stuff you want to know? Are you? Yes, I'm hyped for Spider-Man: Homecoming. Are you kidding me? Look, once Civil War came out and Spider-Man completely stole the show in Civil War, as well as Black Panther. But I'm super hyped for Black. Heading back to work though. Take care, you guys. Great. Thanks, JVS. Take care, bro, and enjoy Awesome Con, bro. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm super hyped for Spider-Man: Homecoming as well as Black Panther. Thor Ragnarok, I think it's gonna be good. It's just the Thor movies haven't really made me. They haven't really pulled me in so much. Who is your celebrity crush? I have a lot, but if I had to, my celebrity crush is Zendaya, who's she her you guys. I'm pretty sure all you guys know who Zendaya is. Come on, you can't. But yeah, Zendaya is my celebrity crush. She's an awesome dancer. She's a phenomenal actress, and she does awesome work. And I love her. I love her music. Her music is beautiful. But for my most anticipated Marvel movies, well, for this year, of course, um, um, Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, I'm excited for. It's gonna be good, but I'm just mostly looking forward to because Hulk is gonna be in the movie. That's also what I'm so excited for. Of course, we haven't had a Hulk movie since Incredible Hulk because Universal Pictures still have their grips on the Hulk rights. Like, what's your least favorite DC and Marvel films? Mine are Swamp Thing and Elektra. Ah, very, very obscure films. Swamp Thing for sure. Swamp Thing is a very obscure character and film, but I think Swamp Thing's popularity is building up now for some reason. I think it's because of Rebirth, and also he was in because he was in Justice League Dark and Injustice 2 and Justice League Action. So Black, not me, not my popularity. Swamp Thing's popularity. It's building up there, which is good. Which is good. Elektra I did not see, but I know it was bad, as well as the Swamp Thing movie. But yeah, my least favorite superhero movies. Batman and Robin is one of them, and Green Lantern is one of them as well. For Marvel, I would say Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is pretty much my least favorite. It looked cool, but Nicolas Cage, he did not do well as Ghost Rider. He did not. I mean, Nicolas Cage is a good actor, but I feel like superhero roles, they're not for him. And thank God we didn't get that film where he was supposed to play Superman, because that would have been atrocious. But yeah. Oh, and Fan Four Stick. Fan Four Stick. I cannot stand Fan Four Stick. If you could make a DC comic into a movie, what would it be? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Okay, if I were to make a DC, I don't want to choose just one DC comic. I want to have like make. If I had to choose five, I would choose the Sinestro Corpse War because that's one of the greatest Green Lantern stories of all time. I would also like to see Blackest Night because but if you were to do a Blackest Night movie, you would have to build up to that. So that would take a lot of work to do. But I know there are so many Green Lantern storylines you could actually make a movie about. Blackest Night will be hard though because you have to build that up. But Sinestro Corpse War for sure, yes. But then again, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to build up to that too. But there should be a reason on how to build Sinestro Corpse War up. Probably after the Green Lantern Corps movie comes out. Judas Contract, yes, Judas Contract for sure. Um, I would love to see like an film adaptation of Crisis on Infinite Earths, but that needs build up. Dang, so many stories I'm saying need build up. Oh my gosh. Oh, Under the Red Hood. That I would love to see a movie about that. Batman Hush for sure. There needs to be an animated movie for Batman Hush because there needs to be an animated movie for that. Let's see. What else? I would love to see a live action version of Superman Brainiac. I love that story arc. Um, War of the Superman was really good too. Um, hmm. Let's see. I want to get some Teen Titan stories out there. Um, the Judas Contract is one. Um, it's because I want to use stories from Jeff Johns' run of Teen Titans. There's so many good ones out there that you can use. Oh, whatchamacallit? Titans of Tomorrow. You could definitely do an animated movie about that. That would be really good. Or a kids game. That was Jeff Johns' first Teen Titans story. That could actually work. Uh, hmm. What else? Hmm. That's. I think that could. I think that does it for me actually. Um, if we were gonna make a live action Flash story arc. I mean, Flash Rebirth is one of my favorite Flash stories. But what's one of the best? Oh, Flashpoint. Flashpoint. I would love to see a live action Flashpoint movie. Flashpoint for sure. I have a wide variety of choices, guys. There's so many I would love to choose. But anyway, let's continue on. Let's continue with the story. And we're now entering part 4. So, let's do it. So, chapter 4 of Batman Hush. Metropolis. It is a very different from Gotham City, and for that alone, I try to avoid coming here. There are not many reasons for Batman to be in this city, but no one will raise an eyebrow when Bruce Wayne comes to town. Trying to stay focused, not to think about Selina. The last time I remember actually wanting to be here was years ago. Also, what's up, Harvey Dent Two Face? Welcome to the live read. I have business interests here that I can pretend to look after. I'll stop by the Daily Planet. It's always good to see Lois. Bruce Wayne. I kissed her. Bruce, it is you. I've been yelling like a fool halfway across the airport. I'm sorry, Tommy. My mind must have been. I was just thinking about you. Uh huh. More like you were thinking about skirts. If half of what your reputation is true. Well, Tommy, Dr. Thomas Elliot, the surgeon who saved my life and my childhood friend. My father had a medical convention to attend. My mother thought we'd spend some time together. My father brought Alfred. I brought Tommy. You boys stay right here while Alfred and I go register right here. Do you understand? Yes, sir. You got it, Doc. Tommy spoke to my father in a way that no one else dared. But that was Tommy. Do you remember the time when my father sorry. Do you remember the time when my father brought us here? Say, you really were thinking about me after all. Be a sport and let's ride in together. Unless you're meeting someone. Selena. Easy boy. You play your cards right, and there will be plenty more where that came from. So, I'll see you in Metropolis. Did you ever tell anyone? What we saw? Not a soul. Stick a needle, Bruce. Bruce, look up in the sky. Where? So, this is back when Bruce and Tommy were kids. They were in Metropolis and they saw the Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott, flying through the city. There! It's Green Lantern! It was one of the most extraordinary things I had ever seen in my life. And this is titled Chapter 4 The City. What's he doing in Metropolis? I heard he was from Gotham City. Have you ever seen him in Gotham City? I've never seen anybody. I think he went up there. Tommy, my dad said wait by the. My dad said. Is that how you're going to live your whole life, Bruce? You got to promise not to tell. Stick a needle, Bruce. Whoa! That bad guy is the icicle. He'll never win. So, flashback of if you guys could see it clearly, Alan Scott is fighting the icicle, not Icicle Junior or Senior like in Young Justice, just Icicle. How do you know that? It's like I'm always telling you, Bruce. You gotta think. You gotta be able to think like your opponent. Where'd they go? Down the block. Come on. No, we should head back. Alfred, bring my medical bag up to the. Where are the boys? I believe that's them coming this way now, sir. What did I tell you? To wait by the car. We're not in Gotham City, Bruce. I'm not only responsible for you, but for your friend as well. And since neither of you can be trusted, you'll spend the rest of the weekend in your hotel room. We never left the we never left the room the entire time we were in Metropolis. We stayed perched by the window, hoping to get a glimpse of another hero, but none came. Soon after that, my parents were killed, and I hardly saw Tommy again. Things change. If we're talking about Metropolis, it actually happened here overnight. Cities are meant to rise and fall, Bruce. I was referring to people. Anyone in particular? I'm sure that Alfred told you I came by the house, and I was sorry to have missed you. Money never sleeps, Tommy. Money isn't my patient. You have a fractured skull, Bruce. I took a bone chip out of your brain. I'm grateful. I'm not interested in your gratitude. My only interest is in your health. I take good care of myself. I don't doubt that, but I'm not sure you're giving yourself adequate time to heal. You're not Superman, you know? You're not Superman, you know? Catwoman, don't go. Just because I let you kiss me doesn't mean you get to treat me like your toy wonder. Take this. It's not your high school ring or anything, is it? Metropolis is a big city. If you find poison ivy first, activate that by pressing it. So I call you home? You can't train a cat to do that. Oh, and if I find ivy first, you're going to have to wait your turn. I hope she's worth it. What? Who? The girl. I assume it's a girl. Don't be so coy, Bruce. I know my conversation wasn't all that scintillating, but I know that faraway look anywhere. I've seen it on my face a few times. Then I hate to disappoint you, but I was thinking about work. Uh-huh. You sure my driver can't drop you someplace? As much as I'd like this fine young woman to take me anywhere, it's just a few blocks, and I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if I didn't say I could use the exercise. There is something you could do for me, however. You still have those antique war game pieces? I do, actually, and I have mine. Up for a game? You're on. And I want to actually show up for an appointment with me. I want you to actually show up for an appointment with me to check on how you're doing. That's two some things you want me to do for you? It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Things changed. Never more so than with what is happening, with what could happen with Selena. Okay, guys, this image I'm about to show you. So here we are about to enter the Daily Planet, and you already know who works at the Daily Planet, Clark and Lois. But this image of Lois Lane, how gorgeous is this image, guys, of Lois Lane? Jim Lee, Jim Lee, you are so awesome. My goodness. Because when I saw this image of Lois, I'm like, hello, nurse. Oh my gosh. How many P's in therapists? One, Lois. Thanks, Smallville. Hey, look at that. If you put a space in therapist, you get the rapist. That's kind of clever. Kind of. Clark, give me just a few seconds and we can grab some dinner. I knew putting a florist in the lobby of this building was a good idea. Who? How's my favorite gal reporter? Bruce! Lois, I'm not sure that PDA is the most appropriate form of behavior with the owner of the Daily Planet. PDA? Public display of affection. You can take the boy out of Kansas, Bruce, but Lois and Clark. He made the choice to be honest with her, to share both sides of his life. Could I find the trust in him? Mind if I log onto your computer, Lois? Stock tip. Anything you need, Bruce. Clark, dinner is going to have to wait. I understand. If I had read all that, would I have been jealous or rich? Neither. You have been bored to tears. No, seriously, Bruce. Other than my sparkling personality, what brings you to Bruce? Lucius warned me you might be dropping in, but buy you a drink? That depends. Have you run my newspaper into the ground yet? Not for lack of trying. Perry White is too good a reporter not to have uncovered Clark's secret, and yet he acts otherwise, reminding me how good a detective Jim Gordon is back in Gotham City. Maybe. Clark and I both have people in our lives we could trust more than we admit. Hey, you'll have that therapist rapist story with 1P on your desk before you get back. Great to see you too, Perry. Of course, I have a highly paid top reporter who seems to think that a newsroom is where news is going to be found. Well, so much for flirting with the billionaire playboy to find out what he's really doing here. I hope I didn't make you too jealous, Mr. Kent. As long as I'm with as long as I'm going home with you, Mrs. Kent. Still, the roses were a nice touch. I think there's only one way we're going to find out what Bruce is up to. Have fun being all tights and flights. And remember, despite how he behaves when that you two are friends. Right. And let's not forget best friends of my eye. Best friends. Clark and Bruce are not just friends. They're best friends. I thought about alerting Clark before we arrived. This is his city, but having Selena with me, the reporter in him, combined with his unflagging sense of right and wrong, I'm not sure he understand. and I'm sure I don't want to explain it. Back at LexCorp Towers, Bruce is communicating with, well, not communicating. Are introduced to Talia al Ghul. Hmm. If you're interested in this, you can read some canon Star Wars comics like Shattered Empire, Han Solo, Poe Dameron, Kanan, Obi-Wan, and Anakin. Thank you from the recommendations, Harvey Dent Two Face. I mean, I love Star Wars, but it's just I'm fine just sticking with the movies and the video games. The video games are awesome too. LexCorp was formerly owned and operated by Lex Luthor, now President of the United States. Currently, Talia Head, the estranged daughter of the megalomaniac Ra's al Ghul, was handed the reins when Luthor took oath of office. Excuse me for a second, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's continue. What does the detective want from me now? This company makes a chemical called ethylene. Yes, it's a plant hormone raising Aztec Gilead. Are we? Is that is is that is that surprise I saw flash in your eyes? I never was just a pretty face. Talia, if someone in the city has acquired large doses of ethylene, I have to know. You're vibrating. I'm needed elsewhere. My past relationships with Talia is was complicated. I think of Selena and I think of Selena and the matter at hand. There is something different about you. I'm not sure I like it, but I will get you the information you seek. Does it ever get dark in the city? Even at night, even at night, it's lit up like it's something or something. It's important or something. Your pager slash homing device thing works, obviously. I interrupted something, didn't I? Not many women can wear channel number 5 and make it work. Sorry, that was catty. I know where Ivy is. So do I. That is, you said that I want to get to her first. I still do, but I want you to know why. Ivy took control of my mind. She made me do things I may have been prone to, but that's my decision. No one gets to violate me like that. Understood? Well, now that we're clear on that, I'll meet you there. I kissed her. Catwoman. In Gotham City, Killer Croc led me to a penthouse where he believed poison ivy would be. The plants I found there were Aztec Gilead. They are, at best, difficult to grow in an indoor environment. Oh my gosh, laptop is about to die. Ivy no Ivy could no more abandon them than a mother could her child, taking them with her to Metropolis. I've come back to you. Have you? It's like you said, no one can resist you. Yes. And as soon as Catwoman tries to sneak up on Ivy, she already knows that she was pretending. But I can tell when you're but I can always tell when someone is pretending. That was the last time you will ever lay a hand on me. It doesn't have to be like this. Mm, there's money, so much money that not interested. But I have been curious. Do you bleed green? Ugh, and curiosity killed the you know what. The plants don't like it when you touch their mother, witch. Ivy, you're coming back to Gotham City. What'd you do? Walk? So, the kitten brought a champion. Good. I brought mine too. And as soon as the building starts to crumble, no, not here, not now, not him. Who else than to other crumble the building then? Apparently, Superman, who is now under Ivy's control. If you come near her, you'll have to come through me. You heard the man, my Superman. And that's the end of part 4. Yes, this is the end of part 4. Whew. I'm surprised I made it through this time. But anyway, we're making good progress. Really, really making good progress. I'm just checking to see. Yeah, chapter 5 is next, and then chapter 6. Well, yeah, we'll take a quick break. How are you guys enjoying the story so far? I just love the story so much. The art, the it's just it's just awesome. I hate fidget spinners are just they're just annoying as I don't know what. Like what what purpose are they for anyway? Good story. It's fun. It's fine. It's one of the best Batman stories ever written. But but yeah, if you guys want to know what story I'm doing after this, it's another Batman story. It is going to be Under the Red Hood because I love that story and better than the Hush side mission. Good, yes. This is yeah. I know about the Hush side mission in Arkham Knight. That was just lame. That was lame. That was so lame. I came halfway through, so I didn't see the beginning of the story. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay if you missed. Yes, Batman is awesome. Well, for me, to an extent. What is the worst Batman story? All-Star Batman and Robin, written by Frank Miller. That was that is the worst Batman story ever because it goes against everything Batman stands for in that book. Do you like any of the following? Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I do like anime. Anime I used to watch growing up. I have a whole list in my head. I mean, I grew up watching Digimon, Pokemon, Bakugan, Beyblade, Metabots, Tokyo Pig, Shinzo, Yu-Gi-Oh, GX, 5Ds. I didn't watch Zexal. Um, what other animes were out there? Kirby, right back at you, of course. Sonic X. Sonic X pretty much counts as an anime though. The Transformers Unicorn trilogy, the animation style is anime based, so I guess that does count in a sense. But yeah, what other anime? There's so many other animes I used to enjoy that I love so much. What's your favorite anime? Ugh. What's my favorite anime? I mean, the list goes on. Like I watch Dragon Ball Z, of course. Duel Masters, Gundam, Zoids. You guys need. Have any of you guys heard of Zoids? If you haven't, I definitely recommend checking Zoids out. I haven't watched that show in years, but Zoids is so awesome. Uh, What's my favorite anime? I don't. I mean, I feel like I'm just being biased if I said Dragon Ball Z, but I mean, I love Dragon Ball Z a lot. But if I had to say, I would have to say Digimon is my favorite. And I say this. Hear me well. Digimon is way better than Pokemon. There, I said it. I said it. I said it because I can. Because I find it better when you have your your little monster friend talking to you instead of them just saying their name over and over. I mean, I just find it odd that they're able to understand what they say. But yeah, Digimon is, and plus they I just love their evolutions. The more they evolve, the stronger and stronger they get in battle. It's just the different forms that they have, the fusions. It's just awesome. Digimon is my all-time favorite anime. Just Digimon in general. Interesting. Oh, a flame war has begun. I'm not trying to start a fan war. I'm just saying. I just really think Digimon is way better than Pokemon. Whew. Anyway, do you ever read Bruce Wayne Future? I've heard of that story arc, Bruce Wayne Fugitive. I've heard of that. I forgot what titles are involved with that story arc. I think it's the main Batman title and Detective Comics, or it could be just one of those. I forgot. I really forgot. But hmm, hold on a second. But yeah, I've heard of Bruce Wayne Fugitive. I never read it, but I heard of it. There's so many other Batman story arcs that I've heard out there that I want to check out. Um, Batman Detective, which was written by Paul Dini. Uh, what other ones? Rebirth has been killing it with Batman stories. They have no Rebirth has been killing it in all things. Just certain things I don't like. It's been over an hour. Okay, okay. So we're approaching the hour and a half mark. All right, thanks for being here, Batman. All right, guys, let's move on. And of course, you guys, since Superman showed up at the end of chapter 4, you guys already know what's gonna happen next. So it shouldn't be a surprise to you. What what hit us? He did. I hate this city. We came hunting for Poison Ivy for crimes she committed in Gotham City. She has taken control of Superman. Lover, kill them. Tell me you have a plan. If I know him, and I do, I know what his next move will be. Of course, Batman is always two steps ahead of Batman is always two steps ahead of Superman. Bat Panda, welcome, welcome. What he doesn't know is what my next move will be. You think? We got seconds before he realizes we're not going to stand and fight. Where are we going? Not yet, anyway. They're getting away. No! Selena is panicking. Cats in water. She's going to have to trust me. Night vision engaged. I'm going to have to trust her. Given the situations, at best a distraction, and at worst, could get us killed. Poison Ivy used Catwoman in those Gotham City crimes. She felt violated being controlled by Ivy, and made the hunt personal for Selena. Thoughtless, worthless, stupid man. I can't kill, but you already have. My plants are my children. Are you starting to resist? Foolish. No man can resist me, even Superman. Now come closer so I can remind you what will make me happy. Ugh, Ivy and her seductive powers. Ugh. and I can't let Catwoman's desires impair my judgment, despite what I may be feeling for her. We can't outrun him. He's faster than a, you know. Oh, are we in position? Close enough. Difficult to get, a hard fix given how far underground you are. Whatever she's saying, I hope it's good news. Handy having that Oracle girl. The parasite once fought him and used these tunnels to escape. A lead-lined sewer system courtesy of LexCorp. Hooray for Lex Luthor. You studied Superman, haven't you? He's the best at what he does. That's open to debate. So while they're in a lead-lined tunnel, Batman pulls out the one thing that Superman is against: kryptonite, a kryptonite ring. And I believe this is the ring that I think Clark gave him this ring. Yes, I know Bat Panda. Or I forgot how Batman got the kryptonite ring. Did Superman give it to him or someone else did? The only bad Ivy is Batman and Robin. Yes, indeed. Uma Thurman did not do a swell job as Ivy. No, not what I do. So, of course, this title, Chapter 5, The Battle. You don't come to Metropolis and not be prepared for him. You know your part. Ender snatch and grab, only one of the three of them. Only one of the three of them. It'll be the gal. If we want to get a reaction from him, it has to be the gal. You studied him? Trust me, I know the type. And of course they kiss and yada yada. Why did you? Because later you might not be able to do that. That's my cue. Good luck. I don't believe in luck. I think it was Superman that get. Really? Superman actually gave it to him? Interesting. Because I know in Infinite Crisis, that was the last time we saw the Kryptonite ring because Earth 2 Superman was trying to not fool but convince Superman to join convince Batman to join his cause. But um yes, in Justice League Doom, Clark gave Bruce the kryptonite just in case. Don't know for sure about the comic. It's okay, Bat Panda, if you didn't know. But thanks for the info. I don't believe in luck. But if I did, now would be a good time to start. So of course, Batman gives Superman a quick knuckle to the face. I feel like he broken some bones while doing that punch. I feel like he has. Fight Superman, you know darn well your hand is gonna be broken. All at once, I'm 10 years old, looking up in Metropolis skyline with Tommy Elliott. Green Lantern is fighting with the Icicle, and Tommy tells me Icicle can't win. If you want to beat your opponent, Bruce, you have to think like your opponent. If Clark wanted to, he could use his super speed and squish me into the cement. But I know how he thinks, even more than the kryptonite. He's got one big weakness. Deep down, Clark's essentially a good person. And deep down, I'm not. I have to keep him contained so he can't fly. I yell at him to keep him distracted. Listen to me! The green K in the ring slows his reflexes. I've opened the gas main. If you so much as make a spark with your heat vision, you'll blow up the entire block. If I hit him again, I'll shatter every bone in my hand. The Kevlar only protects so much, and you know what happened. And you know what building we're under. Time to switch to hypersonics. I can't hear them, but he and any dog in the surrounding area is going to have a splitting headache in the morning. Enough! Arctic breath. He's holding back as much as he can. I had to keep the pressure on. Next, blind him. Now it's all about timing. Not easy to do when your opponent's faster than Clark. Clark, about the gas main? I lied. He can't be stopped, but he can be stunned. Even if he takes his whole city to do it. The backup relays have the city online in moments. I only hope I bought Catwoman enough time. You hurt me! This ends now! Look up. You can save her. Or fight me. It's your choice, not Poison Ivy's. Come on, Clark. Be the Boy Scout. On Amazon, there's literally a review of saying this is the greatest comic book ever. Batman punches Superman in the face. Yep. So what do you mean? So what Batman meant by saving? You can save her, or yada yada. Yeah. Catwoman was using Lois as bait to, help Superman release himself from Poison Ivy's control. Hold still. You're not very good at this damsel in distress. Let go of me. And she drops Lois. If we had to, Catwoman could catch her. But we don't have to. I've got you. Hi, honey. You're home. Clark, no offense, but you look like hell. He's the best at what he does. Lex originally had the kryptonite ring from Metallo and developed cancer from it later. Later on, Superman gave it to Pete. Oh, okay. I've been under Poison Ivy's spell myself. Even though you can't control it, you are aware of your actions. I knew he would be fighting her while he was fighting me. It's probably why I still have a head attached to my shoulders. Superman is strange. He is an alien, all. But if there were an innocent person in jeopardy, real jeopardy, he couldn't let Ivy stop him from that. So you and he are working together now? What, are you writing a book or something? Ivy will be on the move. She has the money in a certain way with anyone who would stop her. And she has help. Smart, connected, someone who got her the synthetic green K in her lipstick to be able to control you. Any ideas on who that might be? Working on it. We should have a word or two with Ivy. I'm not sure either one of us could find her in time, but we both know someone who can. And I think I have a change of clothes upstairs at the fortress too. They're referring to a special someone that can track Ivy down, and you're gonna see that someone in a moment, in a quick second. The Metropolis Plaza. Tommy and I stayed here as kids. Put the money down. You're going back to Gotham City. Like hell I am. I've already called my old friend Maggie Sawyer. She's arranged for the Metropolis SCU to deliver you to the GCPD. I don't know how you found me, and you want to know how the reason they found her? It was because of Crypto. Oh, you gotta love Crypto. The loyal dog and such a trusty friend. Crypto the superdog. Sometimes all the detective work in the world can't beat a superdog with a keen sense of smell. Hello, Ivy. Goodbye, Ivy. Catwoman, was that really necessary? Batman and Catwoman look at each other and they say, yes. It is time to leave the city, but not before Clark has his say. Don't even think about it, dog. How did Catwoman know to pick Lois? You didn't. I only told her that you care about the people who work at the Daily Planet. She had three choices: Lois, Jimmy Olsen, or even Perry White. Catwoman picked Lois. You couldn't have gotten Lois killed. No, I believed in you. All in the good work, including the JLA? How long has it been? Why? Always the detective, ever the Boy Scout. Thank you. Now more than ever. I know I gave the ring to the right person. Aha! So Clark gave Clark gave Bruce the ring. There we go. So there's my answer. And I've read this story so many times. Oh my gosh. Clark is the one who gave Bruce the kryptonite ring. I guess this is probably I guess he probably gave it to him in the Tower of Babel story arc in the JLA comic. But anyway, what are friends for? What are friends for? And that's the end of part 5. Whew, really making good progress, guys. That's the end of part 5. Man. Whew. But you guys enjoying the story so far? Any questions you guys want to ask? Oh man. After this, your voice will be sore as. Yeah, my voice will be sore as heck, man. That's why it's always good to drink water. think I'm gonna need another bottle too. Whew. Not only is that my voice is getting sore, it's also, getting dry because I'm talking so much. Ugh. Was put to sleep as my grandma's dog was put to sleep as in. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about the loss of your grandmother's dog. Of course, I know people would say he's in a better place now. He's up there now. The Transformers movies may not be great, but the movie verse comics are. Yeah, I've heard about the movie verse comics. Oh, speaking of Transformers, I actually just watched the '80s Transformers movie, and boy, this movie has nothing on the Bay movie. I mean, no wait, I'm said that wrong. The Michael Bay Transformer movies have nothing on this original the '80s Transformers movie. It is awesome, so awesome. Any games you're looking forward to or are currently playing? I mean, I would be looking forward to getting new games if I had an Xbox One, which I don't have, but who knows? Whenever the time will get. Well, Xbox, I don't know if Xbox is planning on upgrading to a newer console because now we have a third variation of the Xbox One called the Xbox One X, which was originally Xbox Scorpio. And also that Microsoft has finally found a way for you to play original Xbox games onto the Xbox One. Microsoft, I love you. I'm like, this is excellent. And you don't I'm no disrespect to the PS4 users, but PS4 doesn't have any backwards compatibility, does it? But oh my gosh, I'm so glad that this is able to happen. I mean, I know the Wii U has backwards compatibility. The Wii had backwards compatibility where you can play GameCube games. Um, whoever came up with the idea of backwards compatibility was a genius, and it works. It really, really works. Mm. Welcome back, Lego Vlad. I've seen the '80s movie 1,000 times. I recently just watched it for the first time, and I love it. It's awesome. And also, what it reminds me of, and I gotta give props to Transformers: Fall of Cybertron. That video game pretty much. No, PS4 doesn't have backwards compatibility, but it's badass. Oh yeah, the PS4 is awesome. Speaking of Xbox X, it got a release date, but when will the Scorpio is Xbox One X. That's they just gave it like a hidden title. That's what the Scorpio was. Xbox One X is the Scorpio. Come out 20. It's releasing. Xbox One X is releasing this year with the opening price of $500, and that's a lot of money. I'd rather just get the One S for that. Um, what was I gonna? Oh yes. So yeah, Transformers: Fall of Cybertron. That game gets full credit for being the best, if not the best Transformers game ever made because it has dedicated itself to the fan service. So many Autobots and Decepticons from the G1 TV show are in the game. It is the best Transformers game I have ever played, and it's awesome. One thing I can say, I'll give Rise of the Dark Spark some credit. One thing I'll give Rise of the Dark Spark credit for is the different characters, the wide variety of Autobot and Decepticon characters that you can play as. That's my only good thing I can say about Rise of the Dark Spark. But the story, it was the story was very confusing because it kept going back and forth. Wait, nah, Scorpio and Neo are different, just like the Nintendo NX, and they'll be better than the X and Scorpio. Transformers War for Cybertron is the best in my. Yeah, War for Cybertron is really good. It's really good. And well, actually, technically, okay, pretty much both Cybertron games are super cool because in War for Cybertron, you get the choice of playing as 3 Autobots or Decepticons in a mission. That's awesome. And 2, um, oh yes, and War for Cybertron is also co-op. That's also the cool thing about it. Fall of Cybertron didn't have that, which was I was kind of upset about, but um, it's still cool. What else can I what's oh, I don't want to do like a compare. I do have one thing to say. Grimlock's gameplay in Fall of Cybertron was pretty much my favorite part of Fall of Cybertron. That was my favorite part. Rise of the Dark Spark was crap, but War for Cybertron Falls. Yeah, pretty much. Because I really didn't think that was a good idea connecting the movie verse with the Cybertron universe. It did not work. What is your favorite song to date? Oh, that's a really good question because I love listening to music and I love I can go back far back to like 70s music, I would say. 70s is as far back as I can go with music. If you want to know like what kind of music, 80s rock is awesome. I love 80s rock. Um, Hip hop, R&B, pop music, um, orchestral music is also good. Orchestral music always cleanses the mind. Always. Uh, I don't really have a favorite song, but if I would choose, I would choose "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" by Tears for Fears. That I'm just going out and saying that. I love that song. It always helps me think. It really helps me think a lot. But any more questions? We'll take like 3 more questions. Cybertron don't have a complete trilogy, in my opinion. K-Wing feels the same. Yeah, K-Wing does feel the same. K-Wing did say the same thing about the uh the cyber. Yeah, because the Cybertron games, they're not it's not a trilogy, and Rise of the Dark Spark does not really. I don't know how it connects to the Cybertron games. I really don't know how. I really don't. But do you like Smash Mouth All Star? Yeah, that song is really good too. That's that. Of course, I know the first time I heard that song was in Shrek. Of course, I'm pretty sure that's where everyone first heard that song. To be honest, but yeah. Any more questions? Speaking of K-Wings, what was the first video you watched of him, and how did you find out about? I found out about the K-Wings with like when Lego Batman 2 came out. People were asking K-Wing about Transformers 5 when he stopped watching it. He's Revenge of the Fallen ruined it for him. I see. I kept going because I mean I was young. I thought, here's the thing, guys. When you're young and you're watching movies, you can't really tell. I don't think you can really tell the difference between a good movie and a bad movie. That's what I think because when I was younger, and I'm admitting this, I actually liked Batman and Robin. And now I'm older, the movie is garbage. It's a trashy film. But but yeah, I mean, I kept going because I grew up with Transformers. I love the movie. I love the movies. The movies were pretty much the good thing I always had. And now that I think about it, Revenge of the Fallen had too much stuff out there. I don't know what Michael Bay was thinking when he was putting all those innuendos in there. That was stupid. Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon wasn't bad. It wasn't, to me. Dark of the Moon wasn't really that bad. Um, Number 4 was too long. Trans Age of Extinction was way too long. That movie was dragged out, like just dragged out. I'm like, when's the end of that? I mean, at first when I first saw it, I just got excited because I let me say Dawnberg. I said when I was younger, when I was probably like around, I don't know, like what, 6 or 7 or 8 years old. That's when I actually liked Batman and Robin. But but now that I'm older, Batman and Robin is like, it's the worst superhero movie. It's one of the worst superhero movies ever made. But yeah, how I found out about the K-Wings was Lego Batman 2, when Lego Batman 2 was coming out, and then I think I think it was one of the mission video. I think it was during the story modes that I found out about his videos, and then from there I moved on to the free roaming videos. And then I was like, I like what he does. I mean, he's a Batman fan, and plus I loved his knowledge of Batman because he was saying so many things that I never knew. So that's pretty much how I found out about the K Wings, and of course that's also led to me finding out who K Wife is. She has her own channel. She's a gamer as well, and you guys know the whole story. The K Wings told us this story like dozens of times. But anyway, let's continue to the story. Part 6. I guess I can't, and we actually made it to part 6 in 2 hours, guys. I'm surprised. I'm seriously surprised this actually worked. But anyway, let's continue. Excuse me. This will be the last story. I mean, this will be the last part for today's live read. All right, here we go. The Gotham City Opera House. I should be on patrol. Indeed, Master Bruce, caving around in your pajamas is far more important than supporting a worthy cause. Did I say something, Alfred? No, but you were thinking it. Wait, the first video I saw them was Rise of Ten. Oh yes, Sinsu. That game. Okay, I never got to play. Okay, I played Batman Vengeance on the Game Boy. I didn't own it, but I played it on the Game Boy. It was there. And then when I saw K-Wing play it on the console on the GameCube, I'm like, this looks even better. And when I saw Sin Tzu, how you could just play as Batman, Robin, Batgirl, and Nightwing, I'm like, this game looks awesome. And plus, I love the new Batman Adventures. That's like my favorite season of the animated series. One, the animation looks beautiful. I know K-Wing wants to say otherwise because he really didn't like the animation. He really did not. But that's just my opinion. I love the animation. I actually love Joker's redesign. I loved everyone's redesign. Of course, some characters got redesigned, some didn't. Harley, of course, stayed the same. But I loved everyone's redesign in that show, especially Killer Croc, because I wasn't really a fan of him looking gray. It didn't really suit me. Larry Newbill, what is up, bro? Larry Newbill is a fellow Power Rangers fan, and I'm happy to call him a friend, guys. Dang, that's the thing. I should have promoted this on my other social medias. Shoot, Larry, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, man. All right, let's continue. I have an unknown antagonist, someone who has studied me and has studied my enemies, teaching them new methods. I packed your belongings. Do try to make it at least until the intermission. Anything else? Lucius Fox wishes to speak with you regarding Wayne Tech business. That can wait. And Selena Kyle will be joining you this evening. I take it then that will not wait? My interrogations of Killer Croc while he was in custody in Gotham and Poison Ivy had produced little or nothing with regard to my opponent's identity. It isn't just their silence that I find frustrating. It's the way they are silent, as if they were being instructed to do so. Seen enough, or should I send you the catalog? Bruce, really glad you can make it. Are you kidding, Tommy? Any benefit for Leslie and I'd be there even if my doctor ordered me otherwise. Ha! Tonight I'll make an exception. I didn't realize that you knew about the Park Row Clinic. Uh, oh, I didn't know you realized about the Park Row Clinic. Good work should be rewarded, especially in the city. Now, if you ladies will join us, our opera box awaits. Hello, Leslie. Selena, you look grand. So pretty much they're at the opera house with Bruce, Tommy, Selena, and Leslie Tompkins. You guys all know who Leslie Tompkins is. There's only one thing about my new adversary that I am certain of. He or she has only begun. Before again, again, Jim Lee's art continues to astound me because look at this gorgeous image of Selena Kyle, guys. Is there anything that Jim Lee can't do? Like, come on, this guy's a he is such an artist. I love his work. I'm currently at work on break at the moment and see that you're live on. Thanks, bro. Glad you're able to stop by, man. I'm glad you're able to be here. The opera. Oddly enough, it was my father's passion and not my mother's. That's it, Bruce and Selena and Leslie, I'll sit with you. Boy, girl, boy, girl. While my father while my father chapped at the idea of literature and cinema being introduced into my life, courtesy of my mother. What's the use of filling the boy's head with useless imagery things? He was apt to say he had no such reservations when it came to the works of Verdi, Puccini, and others, especially the Cavadio. Leo's specialty is women. Yeah, he really knows how to draw ladies really, really well. Anyway, there was something about the opera, how they often ended in tragedy, that my father found appealing. How long have you known Tommy Elliot? I don't, only by reputation. Certainly not well enough to call him Tommy. A childhood nickname, then. How did I get invited? Leslie and I are old friends. I'm her date. Hush, you two. Starting. I don't want to have to separate you. Oh, Tommy, well, I don't. Alfred told me how my father would even play opera on the Victoria in the operating room. If the patient died, my father could always say they weren't opera lovers. I believe that was my father's attempt of humor. Regalo Pagalo, I've run out of Rice Krispies. Well, I know that she's also Catwoman. She does not know about my secret. And as Batman and Catwoman hidden behind those masks, we have begun a romance that Bruce Wayne and Selina do not share. Bruce, those lyrics. Yes, I know. It's an odd performance. Ha ha hoo hoo hooey. Opera schmopera. And who comes to interrupt the show then? None other than Harley Quinn. And this is called Chapter 6, The Opera. Harley Quinn, the Joker's girlfriend. Ladies and jerks, there's been a slight change in tonight's show. Instead of the opera robbing you for something like $1,000 a seat, we're gonna rob you. Believe me, folks, I've seen it already. I'm doing you a big favor. This is outrageous. I'm calling the police. Don't you hate when you're trying to have a nice night on the town and some peanut brain forgets to turn off all cell phones and pagers during the performance? My sources had her working out of Metropolis of late, teamed with Poison Ivy, and with Ivy's capture in Metropolis and subsequent deportation back to Gotham City. Well, if it ain't zillionaire Bruce Wayne, don't tell anybody, but I get all goosebumpy when I'm robbing the rich and famous. Hey, you look awfully familiar, sister. You ever spend a time at Arkham Asylum? No. Too bad. You've been very popular. Please, take whatever you want. Just don't hurt. Yeah, blah, blah. You're kidding, right? I ain't bargain hunting, lady. Now, let's see what you got here, miss. They're gonna drop a dime on me. Don't you dare. Listen to you, like you got a choice. Ooh, pretty. So she takes a necklace that was around Tommy's neck. And it was a childhood gift that Bruce and Tommy had when they were kids. No! I know something of a mother's things. Finders keepers. Losers! Eep! They were taken by a thief in the night. What is it, Tommy? My mom gave it to me, Bruce. It's a circle. That means life goes on or something like that. It looks like a lifesaver. I'm gonna swallow it. Give it back! Give it back, Bruce. I'll hurt you so bad. Here, take it. I'm sorry, Tommy. I was just fooling around. The jade pendant was very important to Tommy. What you go? What you go and push me for? That bad man wants to wreck all our fun. That's it, boys. Bring down the house. Blam, 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 blam. Guns shooting around in the opera house everywhere. Once again, my enemies overtapped their customary boundaries. Harley has never tried something this big. Dr. Elliot, get down, you idiot. I know what I'm doing. No one takes from me. No one. Bruce, tell your friend. Bruce? I think he went off to find help. Men. Well, you're not going to let them have all the fun, are you? Leslie, I can't have you. Oh, posh. I've been through worse. Now, I'm sure you got something in that black bag of yours besides your wallet and lipstick, so don't let anybody get hurt. Of course, Batman swoops in with an entrance, like he always does. Alfred will be disappointed. I didn't make it until the intermission. My big opening night, and look who's trying to upstage me. My first responsibility is the safety of the patrons. As long as the gunmen remain in the orchestra pit, I can keep this contained. Mace, smoke, flash grenades, batarangs. Mr. B, you really only know how to stick to the script, huh? Script? In the past, Harley has been at least delusional, but could this entire robbery be scripted? And for whom? I've been wearing a cowl with Kevlar reinforcement to protect my skull from my recent head surgery, but tonight I insisted I would be fine without it despite Alfred's concerns. A little work on your improv might do you some good. Though I was stronger. I needed to be stronger. And my enemy takes advantage of my hubris. Ivy and I had a sweet thing going before this whole mess got started. Maybe I should go off book and blow your brains out and end it right now. Head spinning. Badly convinced, badly acted, badly staged, the audience actually wants their money back. Everybody's a critic. Oh, great, an understudy for Robin, the boy hostage. No, not ever. Hey, if you don't want the part, don't play the part, cat lady. Oh, sorry about that. Pressed the wrong button. Anyway, you know what? Hold on. I need to fix. Had to move the computer. There we go. This much better. Anyway. Heavens to Mark to God. Exit stage left. Or is this stage right? And Harley shoots Catwoman with her. I always call it her pop gun because the bullets in that gun of hers are really, really big. Gosh's, these seats are very down front. Look, dearest, he caught her. Remarkable. And of course, the audience just clap because they think it's part of the show. In the insanity of this evening, the audience believes we are part of the show. Bravo! Bravo! The opera. Batman, lie still. You need medical attention. I know that. Come closer. If you ever choose to rescue me again over catching the bad guy, I swear I'll scratch your eyes out. I'm not some kid you took in and trained. Batman, I'll take care of her. You go do what needs to be done. Hey, Batman 101, you made it! Leslie Tompkins. On the night my parents were killed, she reached out to a small boy and gave him comfort in a world where he thought he had none. She had been doing that very same thing for countless others before and ever since. That concludes this evening's performance. Miss Quinn can be next seen in a clean getaway written by the starlet herself. I want what you stole from me. And people in ice water want hell, but that doesn't mean they're gonna get it. Applause, applause, applause. Give it back. Selena's earring. Harley came this way. So Tommy chases Harley's into the backstage alleyways of the opera. I almost died of heat. Oh, well, at least you made it, man. Glad you made it. My head's on fire, but after what Harley did to Selena, I have to. And bang! You hear a gunshot. No. No. And you're wondering what happened? Well, turns out. Now that's how you make an entrance. There was something about the opera, how they often ended in tragedy, that my father found appealing. And so Batman finds Tommy shot dead by the Joker. And we're going to have to end it right there, guys. But thank you guys so much for sticking around, and look at that. We exactly made it at 2 hours. I'm completely blown away here. I'm seriously completely blown away that we actually did it. Wow. But excuse me. Man, so we'll do a I would say brief nice joke. It wasn't my best Joker laugh because I've been talking the whole time, voicing characters, doing the character impressions and all that. That was not my best Joker impression. It was not. But thanks anyway, though. Whew. Of course, when I do a Joker impression, I always try to do Mark Hamill, and Mark Hamill's Joker impression is like very hard to do. Great streak, bro. I'll be for sure. It's tune into the next as long as it's from Friday through Sunday. Okay, thank you very much. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for being here, and I'm glad we actually made it through. Whew. So, any questions you guys want to ask? I'm just checking my phone real quick. I'm still here. I'm still paying attention. Mark Hamilton's the best Joker. He is the best Joker. Thanks, LGR. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Hamilton. Uh, I'm glad I could see the last of the few minutes. Yes, at least you were able to. At least, even though you missed pretty much majority of the stream, at least you showed up and make a comic book. If I were to make a comic book, okay. When you want to make a comic book, you need a team of people, a big team of people, and plus, making a comic book is not easy because you gotta find a writer, an artist, pencil, penciler to draw the images, inkers. You need all of that stuff. Someone to script the book. I'm like, there's so much stuff you need to do to put into making a comic book. It is not easy. Huh. But yeah, any questions, guys? Make a fanfic about cats. No. What's your opinion on the live action Birds? I tried to watch the Birds of Prey TV show online, and just by I mean not online on it's on the CW app if I'm correct. It's not good. It is not good at all. I don't know what they did, but well, Abigail can help me out. Oh yes, Abby could help me out with that. But yeah, Birds of Prey is not. It's really not a good show. I mean, there are flashbacks with Batman and Joker in it. Alfred is in the show, but I did not like what they did to Barbara, Huntress, and Black Canary, especially Harley. I don't know. That show was terrible. I think Huntress was in the show too. Oh, I just mentioned Huntress. Oh, and Lady Shiva was in the show as well. Yeah, that show was just it's bad, terrible, garbage. I don't like it. Whew. Power Rangers never even the right things, which is why the show was called. Wait, Harvey Dent Two Face, were you giving like a brief description on the Power Rangers the whole time? And speaking of Power Rangers, guys, wait, my question includes spoilers for Batman Rebirth, so I won't say. Oh, you want to know about that? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil that. I'm not. I don't want to spoil. That is not worth spoiling because something amazing really happens in Batman Rebirth that I really don't want to say. It's so I would say it was completely out of the blue, but yeah, T was just an excuse. Excuse my blood. No, ain't nothing wrong with that. A bloody mess. It's a terrible show. That's pretty much that's what it is. Um, any more but yeah, regarding Power Rangers, I'm gonna start reviewing the Power Ranger seasons. For those who are not Power Rangers fans, I'm gonna be giving my opinions on. Okay, Harvey Dent Two Face, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna be giving you everything because next year is the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers, as well as um still can't believe they're still doing this Super Ninja Steel. So I'll be reviewing every Power Ranger season. Thoughts on Ben Affleck's Batman? It's awesome. Ben Affleck's the best Batman ever, and I mean that. Was it pin related? I don't think it was pin related. Whew. Can we? Oh, no. This year is the 20th anniversary of the first Harry Potter book. Oh, awesome. Is it August 2018? Yeah, no. Blackman, could you name your favorite Batman and villain actors in order? Ooh. Hmm. Okay. When you mean by act, do you mean in animation or in live action? Because there's a difference. Yeah, Larry. I know. I'm doing two things at once. All right, all right. Thank you for being here, Dark Knight. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go. All right, I'll do live action. All right, it's gonna go Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, and of course George Clooney at the bottom. George Clooney is always gonna be at the bottom. And I mean, I've watched the '60s Batman show. Rest in peace, Adam West. I don't know where I would put Adam West on my list though. I mean, because the '60s Batman show, it was very cheesy and campy, but of course, it was the '60s back then. Of course, you always had the traditional Bat Tootsie. But yeah, I don't know where I would put Adam West on my list. And Adam West is a legend. But yeah, that's my order: Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, and then George Clooney. If you were to say animation, that would be hard because there's so many people that voice Batman. So many. Even Adam West did the voice of Batman. Not back in the 80s during the Super Friends TV show, and of course in that animated 60s Batman movie, Return of the Cape Crusaders, which I still haven't watched. I gotta watch that movie. I know it's really good and funny. Whew. Top favorite Alfred. Ooh, oh, that's actually tough because there's so many Alfred act. Well, there's not in live action. There's only been like what? There's only been like three. All right. Um, man. Oh man. I'm gonna have to put Michael. I'll put Michael Go at the top because he stayed consistent as Alfred during the Batman films from 1989 to Batman and Robin. His Alfred was perfect. He's like the traditional Alfred. So Michael Go as number one, Jeremy Irons is number two, and what's his name? Michael Caine. There we go. Michael Caine as for number three. Michael Caine is yeah. I mean, I feel like the only good thing that Michael Caine has done was or said was, "Why do we fall, Master Wayne? So we can pick ourselves up." Like that's got you put on blood. But yeah, Michael Go, um, Jeremy Irons, and then Michael Caine. Whew. But I mean, I love Batman. Adam West was my first Batman. I have a lot of good memories with that show, so he'd be very high on my. Hey, that's your opinion. 101. That's your opinion. But yeah, regarding Batman though, I feel like he doesn't need to be in the center of everything, and I feel like this is what started the whole Bat embargo thing. What I mean by that, the whole putting Batman out there as the best superhero of all time, because. Mm, I think this all started when this whole Batman popularity thing started with I say it started with Arkham City. With the Arkham Asylum and City. Both of those games started this whole thing. And it's not bad. But putting him in the center of everything was not really it's annoying. It's annoying, it's repetitive, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. So I'm saying this and I'm wearing a Batman shirt. I'm just saying can we at least get other superheroes the chance to have the spotlight? Like, yes, Wonder Woman had her movie, did a phenomenal job, and it's still doing well. Superman hasn't really had like the spotlight or limelight in anything, especially with the DC animated films. Most of those DC animated films are Batman films. Son of Batman, Bad Blood, Batman versus Robin. I'm like, okay, and Batman was on the cover of Justice, and that was the only reason why Batman was in Justice League Dark. But I have changed my taste in Batman, so he'd only be up there for nostalgia. Yes, top favorite Batman movie soundtracks? Ooh, that's actually a tough one. Soundtracks. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay, 1989 for sure is at the number one spot. Danny Elfman, that film score is gorgeous, along with the music done by Prince in that movie. Rest in peace, Prince. Yeah, so Batman 1989. Um, Hans Zimmer does a really good job. Um, and I guess the Schumacher. I mean, there hasn't really been. I guess the Schumacher films soundtracks as well, and then I know I feel like I'm biased when I'm saying this, but I put the Dark Knight trilogy soundtrack at the bottom because it felt repetitive because you're hearing the same thing over and over, like the whole didn't 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 didn't. That's pretty much all you're hearing for most of the time when every time Batman shows up. That's pretty much all you're hearing. But yeah, 1989 is like my all-time favorite Batman soundtrack. Uh, oh my gosh. Whew. Anyway, guys, any more questions? We'll do time for like 10 questions. We'll do 10 questions. Shirley Walker, Mask of the Phantasm. Oh yes, yes. The soundtrack and Mask of the Phantasm. Oh my gosh, that is so. That soundtrack is it's epic. It's epic soundtrack. How could I how could I say that? And plus, I only watched Mask of the Phantasm like once. Batman animations are on a league above live action. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Like most if you guys have noticed, most of these animated DC films have gotten or pretty much only Batman movie. Majority of them are mostly Batman movies, like Gotham Knight, Year One, Under the Red Hood, The Dark Knight Returns, Part One and Two. I don't count as like two separate films. I pretty much put those two connected. So I say that's just one film. But yeah, that you have um shoot, I know there's more. Son of Batman, Bad Blood, Batman versus Robin. That's like seven. That's like seven films altogether. I think there's more. I mean, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. I don't have no problems with that film at all. That film is amazing. Can you show all of your superhero themed clothing? I don't really have that much. I mean, I have this shirt. I have because most of the shirts I have are DC shirts. I'm trying to get some more Marvel shirts. I want to get me I want a Black Panther t-shirt, a Spider-Man t-shirt, an Avengers t-shirt, and I want a Hulk t-shirt as well. And I also want a Marvel t-shirt that has like pretty much all the Marvel superheroes on it. That movie didn't come out yet, Larry. It didn't come out yet. I think that movie comes out in August. Oh, and Assault on Arkham. I forgot about. How can I forget about Assault on Arkham? That's 8. That makes 8 movies. 8. You see this? You guys see this? Assault on Arkham. Man, it's too many movies. Too many movies. Way too many. As a matter of fact, let me look up how many are there. Okay, so let me see. Let me see the films. Okay, Batman Gotham Knight. You have. I don't count the Superman and Batman movies together. That's pretty much. Those are pretty much. I would consider those team up movies. But yeah, Gotham Knight, Under the Red Hood, um, Year One, Dark Knight Returns, Son of Batman, Assault on Arkham, Batman versus Robin, Bad Blood. Oh, and whatchamacallit, The Killing Joke. That Killing Joke. That's 9. And of course, the new movie, the Batman and Harley Quinn. That's so that makes 10. 10, man. 10 animated Batman movies. Can you believe that? 10. 10. But yeah, so that's 10 Batman. That's 10 Batman animated movies. 10. And how many did Superman get? I know we got Superman Doomsday, Superman versus the Elite, All Star Superman, Superman Unbound, and I think that's it. I have erased Killing Joke from my. Yeah, the Killing Joke was. I had so much high hopes for the Killing Joke being so good, and then when they threw in that one part, I was like, one, my jaw dropped because I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and two, in my mind, I'm like, why did you do this? What, DC? Why did you do this? Why? But what can you do? But anyway, guys, you guys got any more questions? Wait, John Stewart versus Hal Jordan versus Kyle versus Guy. Okay, here's my Guy Gardner will be the first to go. That's number one, because Guy Gardner he ain't that strong. That's one. Two, between John Stewart, Hal, and Kyle. Okay, here's the thing. Kyle is an artist, so he has. If they erased the first part of the movie, it would have been great. Yes, it would have been. Do we all agree that Jim Carrey is the best? Jim Carrey didn't do too bad as the Riddler. He actually did a substantial job. He actually did a really really good job. As I was saying, if since it would be down to John, Hal, and Kyle. Who Kyle's an artist, so he has a big imagination with his constructs. John is a former Marine, so most of his weaponry are military-based weapons. So John's pretty much more of a sharpshooter, and sometimes combat, but more sharpshooter than combat. And Hal, he's full-on combat. Same, Hal is full-on combat, and his constructs depends. It depends, but I think I'm gonna actually give it to Kyle Rayner though. That's really tough, but yeah. Any more questions, guys? Oh, dude. But seriously though, guys, thank you guys so much for being here. I always try to do he's not really the only Riddler. You also have two actors that played Riddler in the '60s show. I don't know them that well, but the only common Riddler to me is Jim Carrey's Riddler. That's the only Riddler that always comes to mind to me. When I think of the Riddler, I think of Jim Carrey. Well, no, there's '60s Riddler. Oh yeah, the Gotham Riddler. I stopped watching Gotham after the spring season finale break that they took. I don't know why they decided to just return for 3 episodes and then go on break again. I stopped I stopped with Gotham. I did not like where they were going. This third season, it wasn't really doing it for me at all. I couldn't take it no more. I mean, I put up with it. The second season, I'll give props for. I put up with it, but season 3, how Mad Hatter was like the folk. I know the title of the third season was Mad City for like the first part of the third season, but it got repetitive just seeing Mad Hatter over and over and over again. I couldn't do it. And Mad Hatter is not really one of my favorite Batman villains. He really is. He's weird. He's crazy. He ain't worth it. And I feel like you introduced the Court of Owls way too soon. Yeah, I don't think the 61s counted as they were talking about live action movies. What do you think of the Batman is a really really good show. Season 5, it was because I feel like they should have put Wonder Woman in the show. But of course, there were problems regarding why she was in the show. But I wanted Wonder Woman to be in the show, and plus I did not like that Batgirl was introduced before Robin because there was a problem with that because Teen Titans was also airing at the same time with with the Batman. So I guess that's the reason. But yeah, the Batman is a really good show though. It's just third season is not really my favorite. I watched. Yeah, I heard that Bruce killed Alfred. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. Gotham pretty much ruined it. And here's the thing: why did they decide to make Ivy a full-grown woman already? Just why? Why did they do it so early? Granted, the actress, she's really good. She's good, really good looking, really good looking. But why? Like, I feel like they're rushing. They're really rushing it. Like they made Mr. Freeze who he is too early. I think they didn't do. I think Riddler they're kind of building up to, but I feel like he got in his whole Riddler aspect too soon as well. Everyone's becoming who they are way too soon. Like seriously. And of course, I feel like making Jim the center of everything. It's just I can't take it anymore. I really can't. And of course, you introduced the Court of Owls too soon as well. Cause are you kidding me? I did not expect to see the Court of Owls in the show. I really didn't. But what can you do? I'm done with Gotham. Good luck with season 4. And now I know they put Ra's al Ghul on the show, and I heard that Butch real name is Cyrus Gold, aka Solomon Grundy. So I'm like, really? I can't do it with Gotham anymore. I can't. I'm just sticking with I'm just sticking with the CW shows, Supergirl, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not a Arrow fan. I'm sorry, guys. Arrow is not my thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But so, Gotham lost some real serious points. Are you excited? Yes, I'm excited for Black Lightning. And do you think he'll cross over with? He'll cross over with the Arrowverse someday. And I know they say that oh he's not part of the Arrowverse. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the same thing you guys said with Supergirl. Like they said Supergirl wasn't gonna cross over with Flash or any other shows, yet Supergirl and Flash had a team up episode. And CBS decides to move they decided to take Supergirl off CBS and move it to CW. I'm like, y'all should have done that from the jump. Why just put it on CBS? What were y'all thinking? But what else can you do? But yeah, I'm super excited for Black Lightning. I feel like Black Lightning is like DC's answer to Marvel's Luke Cage in a way. But yeah, Black Lightning is gonna do awesome. The cast looks excellent. Um, and there are talks right now. I've heard that Static don't quote me on this, guys. Static Shock could be in it. Could. Keyword could. I would love to see Static Shock in Black Lightning because both of those heroes had pretty much had the same powers, and it makes sense that they should team up together. It makes perfect sense. But because Static has not been getting a good reputation at all. I just Static is a fan favorite character. His hero status is very underrated. Is Black Lightning the full grown up version? No. Black Lightning is a totally different hero from Static Shock. But Static would be perfect to team up with Black Lightning. They did it in Young Justice. It was a quick moment, but it worked. But Static Shock needs some more reputation, guys. And I would love to see Static Shock in Rebirth. I really would. I seriously really would love to see Static in Rebirth. But yes, rest in peace, Dwayne McDuffie. Dwayne McDuffie is the person that made Static Shock an iconic character for us. And now he's not there anymore. But I love Static. Static is one of the best. One of my favorite Teen Titans as well. He wasn't Teen Titans in the TV show, just in the comics, just to let y'all know. But yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for being here to watch me live read Batman Hush. I'm surprised that we actually made it through 6 issues of the book because I was trying to do 4, but I'm surprised we actually made it through 6. So Stay tuned for part 2 of the live read. I'm not sure when I'm thinking about doing it because things are about to come up soon for myself. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all. LGR, thank you so much for holding it down here in the chat room. Shout out to Larry Newbill for being. Yeah, what's your question 101? I'll take one quick question. What is it? No, you can ask the question. What Yes, you too. Shout out to Dawnbreaker, Larry Newbill, JVS, Harvey Dent Two Face, Lego Vlad Studios, The Elite, and so many others that showed up. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm just waiting on Batman 101 to post the question. I'm surprised my buddy Tevia didn't show up. Usually he does. I'm surprised he didn't. I didn't watch Powerless. That show was oh my gosh. I don't know what they were thinking. And I knew that show was not gonna last long at all. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yes, guys, make sure to join my Discord server. I'll leave LGR, if you would leave the link to my Discord in the chat room so that way people can see it, and I'll leave the link in the description below. And it's also linked. There's a link to it in my channel as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. But yeah, Powerless is not. What was the purpose of that show? I that show was not gonna last. I knew that show wasn't gonna last long. I mean, yes, Vanessa Hudson's. I love Vanessa Hudgens. I'm nice that she was in the show. Wait, what do you mean you can't? It doesn't send. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll put it in, guys. Give me one second. I'll put the link in. Oh my gosh, guys, this just came up. Okay, this just in. Apparently, oh, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, LGR. Thank you so much. So apparently, I feel like I should take back everything I said about Powerless because apparently Adam West made a guest appearance in the show in a full episode. I'm like, oh, I'm like, why? But yeah, Powerless. No. It's not a good show. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Stay tuned for more videos to come. I think I'll do a versus video on Monday, and of course Thursday is another retro throwback. And I want to get another voice acting video in because I haven't really done so much voice acting videos for you guys. The next voice acting video I want to do is my voice impressions on Sonic the Hedgehog characters because I love Sonic. Sonic's my favorite video game character of all time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also click that bell so you'll be notified by every new upload that I post. And as always, I am Vengeance, I am Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden, guys. Blackwing, out.